Alright, everyone. We've got ourselves another Odyssey. Let's just jump right into it. Oh, fuck. Creatorforce, huh? Okay. We've played some Odysseys by Creatorforce in the past. I don't exactly remember all the details of them, but I feel like they are quite challenging. Anyway, monkey versus machine. It seems that two timelines have converged. Select your team to defend the fortress. Oh god, why did you say fortress? I already know what the last map's gonna be. Oh, shit. Okay, these three maps right here are probably gonna be a big pain in the ass, but you know what? We can't make judgment until we can actually look at them. Okay, hard standard, end of the road, 5 to 55. I love that. No selling, that's fine. It's not a pain in the ass game mode, so that's completely fair. Right, cracked. Hard military only, 25 to 65. Seems fair. Once again, monkey knowledge disabled doesn't change much. Now, these two game modes and these two maps are very easy and very kind. So if we're following that theme of difficulty, because these three are harder maps, they should be easier and kinder. What the fuck? What the... Okay, this isn't actually all that bad now that I look at it again. Hard alternate balloons around 47 to 87. 40,000 to start with. That is insanely generous. Insanely generous. And the balloon and move speeds are quite slow. So yes, this is okay from a glance. And once again, no monkey knowledge. It seems like this whole... Oh! Damn! This is fancy. Anyway, I'll get into why I say that in a bit, but it seems like this whole Odyssey is just no monkey knowledge allowed, so I think we're gonna fit in quite well. But here's why I say fancy, because medium, standard, high finance, 9 to 79, 1,500 start, that's all good. That's fine. Nothing's wrong with that. But as far as I know, I think this is the first time an Odyssey made by a player, rather than Ninja Kiwi themselves, has been allowed to use custom rounds. Now, I don't know specifically how that actually works. I guess you just kind of slip a note in saying, oh, by the way, change this to this custom round or something, but that is cool. Interesting. Ninja Kiwi's handing over a bit more of the power to us. I like it. Just wait till boss fights starts showing up in this, and that's when I'll start losing at them. But yeah, high finance, 9 to 79 is completely doable. Custom rounds, no idea what they are, so I can't really prepare for them. And Dark Castle, medium standard, 35 to 85, 15,000 start is pretty generous. Selling disabled, though, is not. So that's going to be a little difficult. But as far as I'm aware, it's just selling disabled, monkey knowledge disabled, occasionally custom rounds, and sometimes difficult game modes, or relatively. So we need military monkeys, we need to prepare for alternate balloons around on underground, and we need to keep in mind about Dark Castle and potentially custom rounds, even though we can't really prepare for either of those. Not effectively, at least. Right, we're not choosing Quincy, that's for sure. We're definitely choosing Sorta, because I have no idea what awaits, and Sorta's the best pick out of these, I would argue. Right. Crossbow Master, yes. I missed you last Odyssey. Very sad. Elite Defender, yes. 1,000,000% yes. How many maps have water? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 maps have water. Military only is on a map that does have water, so I will throw in probably just 1 boat for now. Because we've got 2 snipers. 2 snipers, 1 boat could easily... Oh, yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I completely forgot about that. I do like me a banana farm, maybe even 2. Custom rounds might be a bit scary, so I feel like a Spike Factory middle path always helps out in custom rounds. I don't know why, it just usually does. And then maybe we'll take something like a Moab Mauler. I don't know, man, I'm scared of these custom rounds. You never know what's coming. I'll just grab some little extras here and there, because everything's limited to 2 anyway. And we'll also grab this. Just for... No. Let's grab a village. Village is always a good random last tower to grab. Right, I think that's what we'll deal with. But, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Right, yes. The boat is going to be very useful for us. If you have not checked out the patch notes for the latest version of this game, holy shit. The boat is so good now. Probably to the point where it'll be nerfed. Anyway. So let's start off with that one immediately. Admittedly, you know, 99% of the boat, well, that's probably a wrong statistic, but a good chunk of the boat is still the same, you know? For the most part, the only thing that was really changed was middle path for the boat, but it has been changed to be insanely strong. So if you're ever thinking about putting a boat down or going for a boat paragon, ignore the boat paragon, just go middle path boat. It's honestly insanely strong now. Alright, can we jump to sorter from this? I hope so, it looks like it. Oh, green balloons are a little bit of a pain, but the double shot does help. There it is. Okay, place sorter there. Oh, now I feel safe. Sorter on my side, how could I lose? Okay, yeah. Whew. Whew. We are good. If you have not got sorter by now, you are certainly missing out, as you can see. Round 10, sorter at level 1 can handle this shit. It's crazy. And if you don't think round 10's much of a threat, then you clearly haven't been playing BTD6 long enough. Alright. I think we could probably just do this with sorter and this boat, if I'm honest. There's nothing else we really need. So essentially, if you don't know, well, I'll bring up the patch notes now and tell you the monumental essay that is how this middle path boat has been altered. Because it is insane. And the prices for everything hasn't changed at all. Which is even better. So, let's go to the update notes while I'm slowly getting these upgrades underway. Where are they? Okay, blah 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 blah. Boring towers. Ah, here we go. So, I think this all starts at tier 4. So you won't notice any difference until you get to Monkey Pirates at least. But Pirate Lord's the big thing here. Pirate Lord is the drastic change. Also, I think I will cross-pass it with the bottom. I know it's less damage, but it's still insanely strong anyway, and I want it to have camera detection. So, let's start from the top and just work our way down as normal. Monkey Pirates grapes have increased in damage. So the regular grapes from the tier 4 attack will now do 2 damage instead of 1. Monkey Pirate Grape's ceramic bonus damage is now at 2 instead of 1. Monkey Pirate's Cannonball Explosion damage increased from 2 to 3. And this is a pretty nice change right here. Monkey Pirate's Cannonball Explosion Moab bonus damage has been increased from 0, aka non-existent, to 6. So it's already pretty damn good. Oh, my bad, there has been a change in price. Monkey Pirate's price increased by 400. So instead of 4,500, it's now 4,900, but obviously that changes with whatever difficulty you're playing on. Now, onto the Pirate Lord craziness shenanigans. Pirate Lord Grape's damage increased from 5 to 10. They've doubled the damage of just the base grape hitting them. Pirate Lord Grape's ceramic bonus damage increased from 5 to 10. This is the part that I love the most. Pirate Lord Cannonball... No, my bad, I skipped ahead. Pirate Lord Grape's burn damage increased from 1 to 9. 9. Pirate Lord's Cannonball Explosion damage increased from 2 to 5. Pirate Lord Cannonball Explosion Moab bonus damage increased from 0 to 10. Pirate Lord Cannonball Frag damage increased from 1 to 10. Pirate Lord Cannonball Frag Moab bonus damage from 0 to 5. And that's it. There's some Trade Empire stuff, but that's not related to the Pirate Lord. But essentially, this guy right here, if you want the cliff notes, the bare minimum, like, Spark Notes sort of, I didn't read the book for school whatsoever, but I need it to be, you know, in my brain for tomorrow. I'm just gonna watch the movie. This guy's insanely good now. And not even just because of his ability. Because let's face it, 9 times out of 10, the only time you're getting this guy is for the ability. That's just flat out it. You're just getting him for the ability. Either you can't pop the first Moab, it's too strong and you need a little bit more time before you're able to pop the first one, let alone the second one, and so on. Or you're basically just getting it for the memes. Because you want extra cash, and that's like one of the few ways left that you haven't started using to get extra cash. Or it's like super challenge specific. Either way, this guy's mainly just been known for his ability. But now, abuse him while you can. He is insanely strong. Like, we are talking proper broken here. I mean, it's basically acting like a recursive cluster now. Which is beautiful. I love that, because that's restricted in this Odyssey. I couldn't get a recursive even if I tried. But now I don't need to. So yes, if you... I'm pretty sure people... I don't know too much about the situation, but I'm fairly certain that just from a single stream that I did, people were telling me that you can now do, like, 2 TC... Or 2 tower chimps, I should probably elaborate a little. 2 tower chimps on things like #ouch. Thanks to Pirate Lord being as strong as he is. And there's like minimal problems. It's kind of insane. But I love it. I absolutely love it. It did always feel like Pirate Lord was a little lacking. But you know, the ability always seemed to make up for that, you know, get you a little bit of cash, hook in 3 Moabs. Moabs could be like BFBs or lower, or you could just hook in a couple of big ZOMGs instead. You know, it was great opportunity, great sort of money making, all that good stuff. I didn't even think that the tower itself needed a buff, but just look at this absolute masterpiece when we get it. Nothing will get past this guy now. We'll just let the Moab go and try his own thing. Look, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Before, if you didn't use the ability, that Moab would have gotten quite far, but now, oh, goodbye Moab. Not even a threat. But yes, this bad boy is broken as hell. Use him while the update is still fresh. You could probably clear away some of those difficult maps you've been struggling with. If you've been struggling with any. Anyway, we are absolutely slapping right now, and we're only going to 55, and I think the next one's not going that much further either, so... Seems like today will be a bit of a short one, but that's alright. I haven't even used the ability yet, because I haven't needed to. Which is brilliant. And yes, now, think about this as well. This guy's already insanely broken and just dishing out the damage like it's nobody's business. Now imagine if you didn't go for Crow's Nest and you went for double shot on the top path. I could have done that, and I could have just given it camo detection with a village. It's a possibility. It actually is. Alright, now we know exactly how broken it is. I think we could do the exact same strategy to get through this map, if I'm honest. Except we'll have to try and start with sorta. Oh, try? There is no try. Beautiful. I forgot we got a little extra cash boost. So let's do something like this. Camo leads. I can use sorta for that. I can use a sniper for that. Yeah, why not? There we go. Right. I will get myself a sniper. I can already pop lead, so I'll start off with the camo detection side of things. And this is good because I didn't actually want to go any further than tier 3. I was looking for exactly a camo lead popper and bouncing bullets. Huh, what do you know? Things just fucking work out, don't they? Anyway, that makes it sound like I was almost upset about it working out for me. But yeah, I've just been to work. Work was great. Admittedly, there was a bit of a bit of a waiting issue at one point in time because we ran out of stock for, I think it was zucchinis. Yeah, don't know where the fuck all the zucchinis were being hidden, but they were hiding somewhere. And let's just say the production line got a little backed up, but all is well. All is well. Sadly, the zucchinis were not my responsibility. That's the wrong word. But I was the one putting the zucchinis in, and I was just like, where the fuck are the zucchinis? We need zucchinis. Come on, give me the zooks. Is that seems like a negatively charged term for potentially a group of people, so I don't want to say that anymore. But you get what I was trying to shorten zucchini, and it didn't really work out too well. I don't like the product of that. It might not be a bad word whatsoever, but it feels like one, so I'm not going to say it. Right, so that was essentially my day. A little bit long, but that's fine. I'm getting paid for it, so I do not care. Also, what was I gonna say? Yes, I think Saturday is my friend's birthday, and so we are going out to celebrate at a casino. Now, I personally have never been to a casino. I'm a big supporter of not gambling. Not a big fan of the old throwing your money at games and losing and having it being taken from you and, you know, all that. I'm a big fan of spending money to purchase a game and then enjoying that game forever. You know, that's why I'm playing BTD6. That's why I've got other games. That's why I do what I do. Because I'm a big fan of a one-time purchase that brings me happiness rather than a one-time last-minute ditch effort to try and make money and then all of it's gone. So, just to clear that up, I do not condone any sort of gambling. In fact, the reason I am going to my friend's birthday at the casino is, number one, because he's my mate. And if he wants to have it there, I'm not gonna ruin the fucking day by being like, ooh, fuck you, I don't gamble. No. I think we are having a meal there as well, which is going to be incredibly nice. I've heard they've got great food. But two, I'm going to go and watch him piss all his money away. And one of my other mates. So essentially, this is the thing that really shocked me, because I've never, like I said, I've never been to a casino. Don't really know the casino mindset or the gambling mindset whatsoever. Really hope I don't get hooked. Fuck, that's one of the things I'm actually absolutely terrified of. It's like the first time I tried alcohol, I was deathly afraid that I'd be, like, I don't know, fucking hooked on that shit and I'd just become an alcoholic. I didn't. But, you know, I don't know why that was in my head as if that was a possibility when I'm already, I want to say, fairly responsible with my money. Anyway, going off topic here. Yeah, so the mate whose birthday it is, essentially he's going to bring $150, 150 Australian dollars to this casino, and he said to me, only bring what you don't mind losing. And so he's bringing 150. That fucking baffled me. I would not bring 150. I would mind losing 150. I don't want to lose 150. I would never bring anywhere near that amount. So I'm not going to. But it just surprised me because he said, you know, those exact words. Don't, you know, always just bring what you don't mind losing sort of thing. And I was like, fuck, 150 means nothing to you? Holy shit. That is crazy. Then again, he has been working a lot longer than me, so he's probably got quite a bit of money in comparison to me. But still, 150. He said to me, like, 150, he's like, if I work 4 hours, I've got that back. And I'm like, yeah, but that's 4 hours. 4 hours is a long fucking time. Just to work back something you could have just avoided in the first place. Anyway, you know, it's obviously up his decision if he wants to throw his money down a toilet, hit the blend option, and then flush it. But yeah, so I was shocked that he was going to bring 150. I plan on bringing like $10 because that's like minimum bet. I want to have one bet just out of solidarity, you know, show that I'm I'm there to have a good time, but not to have that good of a time or that bad of a time. Depends on your perspective, but you know what I mean. I'm there to support him, be there, have a good time, you know, have a good laugh, all that. But he's bringing 150. Now my other mate, he's bringing fucking 600. Oh, he is absolutely cracked out of his mind. But to be fair, he goes to the casino more than any of my other mates, so, you know. And he's a smart guy as well. He's not the type of guy to just like fucking piss it all away on slot machines or some shit, you know. He's wow, look at that damage. Anyway, he seems pretty smart, so I assume he knows what he's doing, at least on the games that he's choosing, even if not in terms of how much money he's bringing and willing to throw down the drain, essentially. But I think it'll be a good time overall. I'm a little anxious, never been to a casino, don't really know how to dress. I suppose somewhat fancily. Fancily, is that a word? It is now a word. If you need to dress up, you don't dress up fancy, or you don't get a fancy dress party, you have a fancily dressed party. That fits more, that fits well. That fits well, I like it. Anyway, that's what's pretty much happening to me this weekend. And Pirate Lord once again strikes with an iron fist. Now we can abuse Pirate Lord on Hive Finance and on Dark Castle, but we won't be able to on the next map, which is gonna suck. But that'll have to wait till tomorrow, because as you all know, part 1 is now done. So that's been Monkey vs. Machine by Creatorforce. Creatorforce, you're an absolute legend in terms of making Odysseys. And I am excited to figure out what horrors await me tomorrow, because it seems like a fairly kind start. But then again, you can't always predict the update, and I assume Odyssey submissions will have been either weeks or maybe even months before. I don't know. But still, you can't really predict the updates. And, you know, Pirate Lord being available and insanely broken does kind of make it seem like a bit of a breeze so far. Anyway, that's been Monkey vs. Machine Part 1. Part 2, as always, will be coming out tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.